I wanted to record this video outside, but it's so freaking bright. I can barely... Are my eyeballs broken? I like can't even see the sun. Where is the sun? The sun's like way up there behind me. I'm not even looking at it. And yet like, I can't even focus. Okay, this angle is not better, even 1%. It's probably worse. Oh my God, I'm gonna be blind. What about, no. Okay, this one's not too bad, but my feet are gonna burn. Holy crap, I don't wanna be on the cement. What if I like lay down and see if that, oh! Uh-oh, this boy had problems too. Wow, that is so much better. What is up, everybody? It's GhostRobo. My eyes are not bleeding, my feet are not burning, so now we can go through some of your comments. This is something I like to do over on the Switchforce channel, where we take a bunch of your comments, and if they're feedback or ideas or questions, we just talk about them. And I think it's a great way to keep everybody involved and interact with you guys. And that was a huge part of this channel back in the day, and it's something, unfortunately and stupidly, I got away from. But in order for GhostRobo to reach greatness again, we gotta bring it back. So Dick Cheese comes in with the first one, and I question his avatar picture, but I like his comment, which says, I haven't watched your videos in years, but I think I'm coming back. What's up? And welcome back. So good to have you. Kind of glad you missed all the mistake periods, and you're returning on what I feel is an upswing. Really, I really feel like this week, even though they were small games, kind of got our groove back. I felt like the commentary, I felt excited about it. I felt so pumped, and I felt like just hit that flow with What Remains of Edith Finch and Little Nightmares. And I think the people that watch that know, like, man, we're really in a good place. So welcome back, Dick Cheese. You have returned at just the right moment, and I think you're gonna love where we go from here. Now, the next comment is from Blind Gaming, and I thought this one was funny because I usually get the inverse, never seen it this way. He says, wait, you're the dude from Switchforce? Normally, people over on Switchforce say, wait, is this GhostRobo? But this is the first time I've seen someone say, wait, is this Switchforce? It's funny, because like, it's interesting to think that some people have found GhostRobo or maybe knew about this for years, and then are like, whoa, Switchforce, he sounds familiar. But now there's some people that find Switchforce and then come over here and are like, mind blown. So I just thought that was really cool. Blind Gaming, yes. Same person, same me, same craziness, and that one's all about Nintendo, this one's about everything else. And also Nintendo. Jordan M says, sucks this channel died. Ouch. Ouch. It could have, honestly. It could have. And there were times in the recent months where I was so down and so depressed and so bummed and felt like such a freaking loser that I, you know, considered just being done. But like, look, that will never happen, because there is nothing worse than giving up. There is nothing worse than letting people like Jordan define your future and define your self-worth. So, no. It may be down, but all we can do from down is go up, and that is where we're headed. So, sucks this channel is dead. No, it doesn't. It is not dead. Could have been, never will be. No Way brings things back to the light side, saying, I think no one can top your commentary on What Remains of Edith Finch. Your commentary matches the vibe of the game perfectly. Thank you. I feel like that's such a beautiful compliment, because you're right. Like, there are some games that you just gel with, and you can just, I don't know, you feel the game and you feel the spirit of the character, and I just felt like we were coagulating and just intermingling with that game so well. And sometimes those are smaller games, and I'm not gonna let that stop me from playing them, because I love that feeling. To me, that's the best commentary feeling, when you feel like you just merge with the game. And whether it's a big title like L.A. Noire in the OG days, or a small title like Little Nightmares, I love bringing you guys my best self, and so I want to find more of that. I want to find more ways. And just speaking on that for a second, if there are things you want to see more of from the channel, if it's, hey, I just want more walkthroughs faster, if it's, hey, I want you to bring back more of the on-camera stuff and more of the fun, silly stuff, if it's, hey, I want you to do more analysis or more news coverage, or, you know, an interesting one is like, hey, I want you to focus on fewer games like we did with Evolve and really dig deep into it, or be more broad stroke. If you guys have any ideas, any requests, I'm open. Like I said, we're building this back together, and so I want your feedback, I want your input, and if you have thoughts, whether they're short or whether they're long, give them to me, right? That can only help, and I will listen and I will read them, and I really like being more involved in reading the comments and making videos like this, and I'm going to be committed to typing in more of the comments and responding to you guys as well. So if there are things you want from this channel, if there are things that you think would be great, let me know, and you know, keep them broader, like, hey, I want just all the walkthroughs fast. Hey, I want you to find some games that you really gel with, like What Remains of Edith Finch, or like Evolve, and really just give us a ton of content there. I like it when your channel feels like it has a few pockets, like, okay, a bunch of Evolve, a bunch of For Honor, a bunch of blind boxes. Or I like when it's just more everything and anything gaming. Let me know, that really helps me out. Because sometimes I do wonder, like, what should this channel be? What is it about? And so I'm open to hearing you guys' thoughts as we look to recreate this and make it better than before. It's been all sorts of things in the past, but what would you like it to be now, here and today? Psycha says, holy crap, I forgot you existed. Haven't seen your vid since the Battlefield 3 days. Well, that feels like a lifetime ago. Battlefield freaking 3. Although, to a normal logical person, you'd be like, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1. Maybe that's in the future and this is the past. Numbering is hard, my friends. Anyhow, welcome back. Again, you've come back at the perfect time. I feel like we had like some messy time, and now I'm really, really happy because the second half of 2017 is loaded with games. The slate is great, and I feel like with my renewed passion and my renewed flow, like, we're gonna really crush it. And so welcome back. It makes me feel so good and so warm and fuzzy to know that people are coming back and people are noticing, like, okay, there's some energy back here. We're building again, and that's really good to know. The Stupid Gamer brings up the other side of the coin. You can't ever forget the other side of the coin. No matter how much you want to rub it away, the coin has two sides. He says, what is up with your viewer count? Dang, man, what happened? Yes, there has been... I mean, it's impossible to pinpoint a factor. YouTube has been going through all sorts of weird stuff. I'm sure you guys are aware of the restricted stuff, the advertisers leaving because of inappropriate content, and then also you're aware of mistakes I've made. Like, look, I made a video about it a couple weeks back, just saying, like, I'm sorry for screwing up, because I did. I didn't finish stuff. I didn't take it to heart enough that I needed to be more of a bigger, better person for the community here and for the channel. And I reflected on that for a long time, and I feel like we're really back on track. So yes, the views are down. Yes, YouTube in general is down. Yes, it seems like my channel is, GhostRobo is a shell of what it used to be, but in no way am I letting that become reality. In no way am I letting that phase me. There will be tough times. You look across the board, channels are having tough times. Some people worse than others, some people to the point of having to quit. That will not be me, and I assure you that we are going to return to where we once were. I'm committed to it, and if anyone can build it, it's us. We have a phenomenal positive community here. And look, we're not affected by most of that restricted stuff because we don't swear, we don't talk about hate speech, we don't deal with any of that kind of stuff, and we just have fun. And I think that that is what will make sure that YouTube can't phase us, and that YouTube can't crush us, and that we will continue to get better, and we will continue to rise, and I will make sure that that flow and that fun and that feeling of excitement on this channel is something that sticks around now, because I know it was missing for a while, but it's back. And frankly, you know, I could let those numbers get me so down. I could look at them and be like, man, this sucks, man, this is horrible, and I did for a while. It's hard not to. You're used to something, and then it's way low, and but what are you going to do about it? You're going to sit there and cry, you're going to sit there and complain, you're going to sit there and quit, or are you going to do whatever you can to shut that out, believe in it, and build it? And that's what we're trying to do. Weedmaster64 says, again, the other side of the coin, right? Why does it take you so long to finish a series? Now, trust me, I can easily go somewhere else to watch the series, but I go to you because I find your videos and commentary fun to watch and listen to. And this one's on me, Weedmaster64. I am sorry that that's been the case in the past. I am sorry that I have been someone that you like to watch, but that you couldn't count on, and I'm committed to changing that. And I think we wrapped up Edith Finch and Little Nightmares quickly, and we're going to try to do the same with a bunch more games coming forward. So that's something that I'm really focused on making a difference in. I'm really focused on making sure that if you come here or you come back, or you find it for the first time and you want to watch a series, that there aren't things that take you out of it, that pull you away. I don't want to win you over only to lose you because of my own dumbness, right? I don't want that to happen, and so I'm really working on making sure that that is not an issue going forward. Creepy D-Man 555 says, first series I watched on your channel, and your commentary is great. Time to go binge some other things. That was for Little Nightmares, and thank you. I'm glad. That one was so fun. I adore that game. I think that game is fantastic. I wish it was longer, but it's fantastic, and I had a blast playing it, and I loved every second of it. And we got to do the face cam, and I felt like it brought me back to like when I first did YouTube, and I just loved commentating, and I just loved playing the games, and I just loved sharing my experience and my thoughts with you guys, and I can't tell you how long it's been since I felt that, so thanks for noticing. Robbie B comes in with more of a review type comment, which is super cool, and it's about what remains of Edith Finch, since we played through that this week. He says, this game looks amazing. It has a very meaningful and detailed story, and the game feels genuine, as if it were real. Totally agree. Each one of these videos leaves me on the edge of my seat with a desire to find out the fate of the next Finch. Also, I like how the stories are personified and are metaphorical. Keep it up, and thank you for drawing me into the tale of the unfortunate Finch legacy. And I love when I bring people games that they may not have considered, and that's what some of the fun of doing the indie stuff is, right? It's not going to have the hype, it's not going to have the hoopla, but there are some beautiful, brilliant games that need to be exposed, and I'm glad that we were able to do that for you, Robbie, and thanks for your really smart and articulate review. Game Boy 14XX, talking about COD World War II. He says, wow, a remake copy of Battlefield 1, and you can't please them ever, can you? They finally go back to boots on the ground, and you still have people who are thinking it's a remake or a copy or whatever. So Call of Duty, I'm glad you're doing your thing, and I hope it works out, because people, it seems like they'll never be happy with that franchise. It seems like it's almost cursed. I know people are more positive this year than the past few, so that's good vibes. But I feel like that franchise just has this like dot on its forehead that people just want to target. It is not a copy of Battlefield 1. Totally different wars. They are going backwards, so I guess that's kind of a copy. But remember, these games were developed independently and have been in the works for years, so it's not a copy. But I am interested to see how COD is able to take advantage of the World War II setting in the way that Battlefield 1 took advantage of World War I and created probably the most exciting and fun Battlefield in years. Bambi says, finally another upload. Thank you, thank you. From the forest comes the Bambi to let us know that we delivered. And that's about Horizon Zero Dawn, a series that has been like all over the place through my own all over the placeness. And it unfortunately is an amazing game that got stuck in the muck of my mind. But we're beating that, we're finishing. It was always the plan. I was never going to abandon that. I realized a while ago that abandoning things like that I love and that you guys love is the worst. And so I don't want to do that. And that was never going to happen with Horizon. I'm sorry it's been up and down. I'm sorry that I screwed up on the speed of that. Would have loved to just blaze through that because it's so fun. But don't worry. It'll be finished, and I know it hurts to leave something like that, so I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Sir Ocelot24 says, my favorite part of Little Nightmares is when you said, "Are you my mother?" God, I hope not. And every time you scream and something happen. Also, I love when you chop. Spoiler. And now that I think about it, I just love the whole video. Thank you, GhostRobo, and I'm glad, because like I said, I felt super in my element there. I love that game, and it gave me all the inner warm fuzzies, because I really felt like, okay, we're back on track, and this is what we're going to use to ride this wave of this groove into the future and into something better. Mr. Bottlecapper KO says, I once had a nightmare where I was in a 1v1 with Winnie the Pooh. Then just all of a sudden, everything went black, and the amnesia chase music came, and when he was about to kill me, I woke up. That is terrifying. I am so sorry. I know how nightmares go. I hate them, and being chased is the worst, especially, like, have you ever thought about how creepy Disney or places like that would be, animatronics at night? Freaking horrifying. Just imagine going inside of an amusement park ride, like at Universal or Disney, the lights are all off, it's night, and they're just ominously there. You know they're not going to get you, but they just might get you. And that freaks me out. So your dream, I empathize with you. That is not a little nightmare. That is a big, big, big nightmare. Zeta comes in and says, your scream, WTF. It scares me worse than Outlast. You have a really weird feeling of fear, because Outlast 2 is like a very creepy, kind of disgusting game, and my scream scares you worse? I don't know if I should be proud or terrified of myself, but either way, thank you for that great comment. Jalen Moore dropping some future knowledge on the future For Honor DLC video. He says, when you realize everyone is going to play the Shinobi. So true. Like, the character looks super cool. I cannot wait to play as that Shinobi, but you're right. Like, everyone is going to be Shinobi, and everyone is going to be Shinobi, and everyone is going to be Shinobi. So I guess we just got to rock the Centurion. I guess we just got to bring in the other DLC character and bring some love that way and make sure that Shinobi does not take over the For Honor world. Murphy Dubs hitting right at the heartstrings. He says, Evolve sucks, and so does your brother at rapping. Wow. Man, will Evolve ever catch a break? Probably not, but I'm gonna keep playing it because I love it. It's one of my favorite games of the gen, one of my favorite experiences of all time, and it's one of the coolest communities we have here, so I like that game a lot. I'm sorry you don't find it fun, and I'm sorry that you think my brother, man, that's not so nice. I thought he did a really good job, and that video is from ages ago, so your comment is way, way late on the scale of things. Your comment's almost as late as me with my Horizon Zero Dawn uploads. You're taking almost as much time between that video and me at finishing the series. So actually, maybe we're more alike than I thought. Maybe me and you, Murphy Dubs, maybe we could be best buds after all. We kind of got that whole lateness thing in common here. This is Ashley, comes in with the final comment of the day saying, Little Nightmares is the darkest, creepiest game I've watched in ages. I'm disturbed. If you thought Little Nightmares was like a cute little game about a kid trying to run away, wait till you get to that ending. I feel like it is the limbo inside of the year, not only because of mechanics, not only because of style, but because of story. Because, oh boy, my mouth was like, oh, at the end there. Real weird. It made me feel a type of way. And I think like that's one you gotta see. You gotta see that ending. It's gonna go down as one of, if not the best endings of 2017. And you gotta see it. You gotta give that a chance. And guys and girls, thank you for giving me another chance. I feel so blessed and lucky to have this community. And I know that in the past I've made mistakes and screwed up, but I know now that I am so ready and so excited to get back on track and get back to the way things were and get even better than that. We got a whole bunch of really cool games coming up. Like I said, give me your feedback, your input. There's specific things you want to see, specific styles of videos, specific overall what you want. Let me know. It helps me a lot. Sometimes I get real confused about like, what do people even want anymore? What do people want to do? So lately I've just been playing things that I love, and maybe that's the way to go. So let me know your thoughts and opinions and feedback in the comments down below. It helps out a lot. Hope you like the comment video. I'll be bringing more of these as we get more and more good games and more variety. There'll be more and more interesting discussions, and we'll bring in some of the fun feedback as well, where you guys are either super complimentary or super critical. I like all of it, and it's just fun to interact. So thank you. I feel back. I feel like you guys got my back, and that means the world to me. So I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Drink some hot chocolate. Stay well out there. Hope you've been having a great week. And until next time, we will see you all later.